Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant and we're back for some more Baldur's Gate 2. So in the last episode we managed to escape the Underdark via this little hole here, the entrance now. We got caught up in some surface elf business. They told us they also didn't like Mr. Irenicus because he's done some pretty evil stuff to their town of Suldan SLR. And they are currently unable to actually enter their own city. So they've asked us to go back to Athkatla and see if we can find Bodhi, because apparently she stole a precious artifact of the elves which would allow them to go back into their city. So just before we go and do that, I'm just gonna level up Mr. Palpatine, because he did level up last episode. We have our level up results. Some saving throw reduction, cool. Additional casting ability of level 3 spells and level 4 spells, one of each. And for an HLA, what can I take? I could take the Comet. Although, as I've said previously, even though Dragon's Breath doesn't really say it here, it is not resisted by magic resistance, which makes it an extremely useful spell. For anyone not using protection from fire, obviously. Comet, however, from what it said in the wiki, the damage can be blocked by magic resistance, the knockback cannot. But still, I don't think I'm that interested in knockback, at least for now. So I'm gonna go for energy blades. And then I will either take Comet or start making my way into the extra spells. For now, energy blades, because they're cool, they do some damage, it's fun stuff. Oh, okay, and we also get an extra level 6 spell. I actually forgot that I got a new spell here. And I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit. So, contingency I don't care about because I already have chain contingency. It's always good, but I'm not gonna take a level 6 slot because of it. That spell, I'm just gonna have Edwin take those. Mislead is way too broken, so I will not be using it. I want Pierce Magic. Spell Deflection would also be cool. But I have Spell Trap, so I don't think I'm gonna need this very much. And then there's True Sight. The one thing I don't think that actually works, however, is I was thinking about True Sight because one of the major issues I've been having with Palpatine is the fact that let's say I'm in a combat situation. Somebody's getting killed. This was actually something that's very notorious in the time that Palpatine was getting munched on by a Mind Flayer, because I had the project image out and I wanted to kill the Mind Flayer as soon as possible. So my project image cast a time stop in order for me to be able to lower the magic resistance of that Mind Flayer and kill him as quickly as possible. The thing is, while I was casting Time Stop with my project image, he actually went invisible. And when the Time Stop went off, I couldn't see him, so I couldn't hit him with any single target stuff. However, I don't think True Sight would help much, because if I am not mistaken, if I cast True Sight during a time stop, I don't think it immediately reveals everyone around me. I think it only reveals once the time stop ends. So in this case, I'm very sad about this, but we're just gonna have to deal with it some other way. So in this case, I think I'm gonna go for Pierce Magic, because even though I already have lower resistance, I believe there is a very powerful enemy in this game that's immune to level 5 spells, or at least is immune to lower resistance, but he is not immune to Pierce Magic. So Pierce Magic isn't really that great as a single effect spell, but it can be very cool when cast during a time stop with improved alacrity, although it still takes 1 casting time for each, with the discount of Robe of Vecna and Amulet of Power. But if we slot this in a spell trigger, we can immediately nuke somebody's spell protections. So it can remove 3 8-level spell protections, as well as lowering the magic resistance of the target. So I think this is the one I'm gonna take, because the rest of this stuff doesn't really matter to me. This could be cool, but not really much interest. And I think the only spell here that I might... It's not that I have any regrets, but if I ever wanted to swap this around, I think I would not take protection from magic energy. I think I could go by having this on Jan and Edwin instead of taking it on my sorcerer. But I like the current setup, so we're gonna take Pierce Magic here. Level up for Mr. Palpatine is now done. And we are gonna have a rest before we head back. Some elves. And we can start going. And in this case, we are up. Let's not forget to actually rest. Let's go back.
66.
We actually have some new areas in the map. So we have the Small Teeth Pass, we have the North Forest, and we have the Forest of Tathir. Okay, we will be exploring these later. For now, we're gonna go back to Athkatla and pick up some supplies and purchase some cool stuff. Oh, nice. These are also here, I hadn't noticed before. So Breenlaw, the Asylum, the Underwater City, and the Underdark. We cannot reach any of these, sadly. Okay, so I want to go to Waukeen's promenade.
You have been on this path must defend yourself.
Are you sure you know where you left it? I have no desire to keep traveling about in circles.
Okay, so we are set upon by Drizzt. Now, we've actually met Drizzt already, way back in Baldur's Gate 1. He was being attacked by a bunch of gnolls and we helped him escape that precarious situation. So he's kind of our friend. Blast it, boy. I may be old, but me memory has not left me head just yet, and we would not even have to look for it had Wolfgard not knocked it out of me hand. I did no such thing, dwarf. But you did, my boy. You were not looking where you were flying about in the battle, and I were too distracted by the trolls to run after it. And then I forgot that you even did it after. Well, of course we'd be trying to help you find it, but all Drizzt was wondering was... He be wondering whether I have a wit left in me head, girl. And I tell ye, we'll find me hammer soon enough. I'll not leave it for goblins to steal. Be it as it may, Brunor. Drizzt, we've got company. Maybe they found your pretty little hammer, Brunor. What is this, my raven? Another group of adventurers, hardened with experience and on their way to another feat, no doubt. Are we going to fight, do you think? Adventurers, eh? I likes the look of some of their equipment, Palpatine. Let's kill them. Now, Korgan isn't... he's thinking right, is what I want to say. They do have some nice equipment, and I would like to have it. The thing about this is, and I may as well just say this now. If you do kill Drizzt here, or later, because you have another chance later, and you pick up his equipment, unless you have a mod, in this case the Tweaks Anthology does this, unless you have a mod that prevents a friend of Drizzt to come in and take off all of your items, all of their items, let's say, you can never keep them. So what happens is, if you take their items, at a certain point in the game, someone will show up, speak with you, and remove all the items you have from Drizzt's party. And you have no chance of ever keeping them on you. Unless there's some kind of like weird cheat or something weird. In a normal gameplay style, you have no chance of keeping the items. So there's really no point in me killing them here to get that equipment. And since we saved Drizzt in the first game, I think we're just gonna go along with the friendly style of approach to him in Baldur's Gate 2. One more comment on me hammer Rumblebelly, and you'll be the first it squishes when it gets back. Peace, my friends. There is no need for us to fight over this. Ho there, travelers. I am Drizzt, most recently of the 10 Towers. Are you friend or foe? I am a friend, Drizzt. I have heard of you. Well met then, friend. Tell me, have you perhaps seen a pink warhammer in the vicinity during your travels? Blast you, Drizzt, me hammer be not pink. Well, you have to admit, Brunor, since Cyrene cast that enchantment on it, it has been glowing a little on the pinkish side. It be red, red I tell ye. Call it pink again, halfling, and you'll have yourself a one-way ticket to the abyss. I've been there. It was nothing special. Red then. Might you have seen something like it, stranger? Let me think. I don't think we've seen any red or pink hammers during our travels. No, I haven't. Morden's breath. It must be about here somewhere. We'll look for it a little longer then, Brunor, have no fear. We are not expected back in the 10 towns for a fortnight yet. Tell me though, stranger, have we met before? I feel as though your face is familiar, but I cannot attach a time or place to it. Should I know you? So yeah, you have a chance here, a choice I mean. If you've killed them in Baldur's Gate 1, I killed you near Baldur's Gate the last time we met. And it's a shame you didn't stay dead. Time to rectify that. So yeah, since we helped him, let's continue on that path. We met only briefly. I helped you defeat some gnolls near Baldur's Gate. That was you? Glad I am to meet you again, friend. It is good to see others of decent nature travel these roads, especially with all the rumors of danger. If you are in need of assistance, I will be glad to offer it. If not, I will wish you well and we shall be on our way back to the far north. Okay. I have a proposal for you, Drizzt, if you will wait for a moment. A proposal? Very well, stranger, I have no objections to hearing you out. If I can assist you, I will. Well, I am Palpatine, and I seek to defeat a vampire in Athkatla too powerful to face alone. Ah, come on, she's not too powerful. But still. Will you help? I had heard rumors of this creature, but I also heard that she and her cohorts were destroyed. Are you claiming that this is untrue? That she yet exists? Well, I was the one who destroyed her guild, but she got away. She has returned now and is stronger even than before. I have had experience with such creatures in the past, and I know well their power. If what you say is true, we cannot allow it to continue to exist. I will join you in your battle, Palpatine, although there are things that we must do before that time. Where does this creature reside in Athkatla? In the crypt beneath the graveyard district. I think I know the area you speak of. Very well, we will meet you there when you are ready to venture beneath the surface. Until that time, Palpatine. So, we're gonna be fighting side by side with the famous Drizzt, eh? Well, if a book gets written about us, then I hope they remember who the real heroes are here. I'd really hate to see myself portrayed as some fuzzy-wuzzy sidekick to Palpatine who gets killed off in the first encounter, you know. Poor Jan. What do we need him for? Having one drow in your party is not enough. You need to go trolling about for extras? Even though that one is a little on the luscious side. Waukeen? I'm your man, not Drizzt. Shut up. Okay, so I think we've made a friend here. We got a new quest. I encountered the famed ranger Drizzt and several of his companions on the way back from the forest of Satyr. I managed to get him to agree to join in my fight against Bodhi. He will meet me in the catacombs beneath the graveyard district when I am ready to face the vampire. Okay, cool. So let's just continue on our way back to Athkatla. So I want to go to Waukeen's promenade. Man, seriously, just look at this glorious little manlet. Look at this awesome guy. He's so chunky and colorful. And also, one of the things that, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I noticed this quickly when I started playing the game. You can see here that Jan has his sword in his right hand and his shield in his left hand. Okay? But if you start moving him around, he swaps. So, so now his shield is on his right hand and his sword is on the left hand. And then it swapped again. I don't know if it was some kind of limitation on the sprites or something when they developed the game. It's a fun tidbit, I guess. You guys can get some of these. And we are gonna go into the Adventurer's Mart. See if we can pick up some new stuff. Okay, so things seem to be pretty quiet around here. Who are these people? Lord Awful and Lady Awful. This sounds like some kind of silly interaction here.
It's treason.
Hello.
My time is quick, so be brief, commoner.
Commoner. Ah, good day to you. I am Lord Dermot Awful, and this is my wife, Lady Shireen. What do you think, my dear? I think the skin tone is wrong for a Kalashite. Indeed. Cormyrean, perhaps? Nonsense. Not nearly enough class. Waterdeep, perchance? Not nearly civilized enough to be from Waterdeep, darling. Now you're just being silly. Well, you don't think they're Omnian, do you, sweet? Certainly not. They don't look half so wealthy as to be Omnian. Well then, why am I speaking to them? Agreed. Shh, they'll hear us. Excuse us, but we decided to snub you. Yes, we have. Good business then, and good day. I said good day. Okay, yeah. Well, I expected silly, I got silly. Okay, so I'm kind of in the middle of the animals here, so let's just go around. Heary. Yeah, I hear you. So, we're going to the Adventurer's Mart. You kind of came out of nowhere, Mr. Githyanki. So, there's a Githyanki in Athkatla by the name of Crewing. Aha! It is the wielder, the thief, and the defiler, all in one being. Strange. I thought there would be three. You there, have you no twin brothers? What the heck? Yeah, what? This is very appropriate. What kind of babbling nonsense is this? A question with a question. I see his mind is far deeper than I expected. Layers and layers of duplicity and deceit. I must be subtle with this one. Perhaps I should start again before he gets suspicious. Yes. I think this would be best. Ahem. You there, dwarf man. Oh, okay, he's talking to Corgan. My freedom from limbo has a price. I must track down the thief of one of our most loyal, my most holy of holies. You know, I heard you the first time, dude. You did? Really? You know, being a wild mage isn't all it's cracked up to be. My mentor always said, see the spoon, but I only saw frogs. What? What the hell is your issue, man? So now, I've been very patient because you are a lesser being. I'll show you a lesser being, bitch. I'm trying not to overwhelm you with my psionics just by accident. See how nice I am? So hand over the silver sword blade and we'll all be happy. Well, maybe you won't be happy, but you won't be dead. And that's gotta be better, right? So, are you going to hand over the sacred blade or not? Bitch, no I will not, it's mine now. I did say I was a wild mage, right? If I end up having to cast a spell here, I won't be held responsible for it. So hand over the blade, or do I start casting? Do your worst. Yeesh, I wouldn't say that. My worst can be pretty bad. Oh, he has friends. He has a lot of friends. Oh, I can see their names. Okay, so we have a captain, a knight, a warlock, a gish, an anti-paladin, a knight, and himself who apparently just hid. Okay, so I'm not very well prepared for this. So I think I'm gonna resort to some big guns. First of all, you are gonna enrage.
Readier than a red-cheeked maiden, my friend.
Hercules. Can you cast a remove magic before Palpatine casts a time stop? You can. So let's open up with that. Let's get a remove magic right here in the center.
Have you nothing else to do but
Edwin. Nah, you would cast this at the same time, pretty much. So I just want Edwin here to be safe. I want Vicky to be safe.
Yes,
Actually, let's cast some protection from magical weapons. I think it's best. And
What? Is there
you are gonna cast an Invisibility Purge. So I can detect the other bitch. And I'm gonna start casting Time Stop. Okay, at least we have we have Stone Skin, so they shouldn't be able to actually interrupt us with physical damage. And if the time stop goes off, we can do some pretty hard damage here. There are some civilians here, however, but Horrid Wilting is party friendly, so it doesn't really hit civilians, so I'm safe. Otherwise I'd kill the little kitten, and I don't want to kill the kitten. Okay, so you are enraged, that's fine. You are safe, go over there. You are also safe, come over here. You can stay just where you are, I guess. And actually you can cast... If there are any people alive, let's cast a Recitation. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, right on time. So this time I was actually able to preemptively use the Detect Invisibility before my time stop went off. So I can actually see this guy. The other people are just about spawning. So let's hit him for a round. Round should be up. Let's cast an Improved Alacrity. And let me check for pre-buffs here. So Kruin, he spoke to us. He's a wild mage. Glow of Invulnerability, Mirror Image, Shadow Door, Minor Spell Turning. This is not concerning in the slightest. Improved Chaos Shield. Again, because he's a wild mage. He also has shield, protection from normal missiles, and Stone Skin. So he can be breached right away. The rest of them just have mirror images pretty much. Okay. So, I think we can end this fight pretty quickly here. So first of all, let me buff to make myself safe. Let's also get some improved haste on my party. And now I want a spell music degradation just in case. And we can start wreaking some havoc. Okay, so first things first. I am going to send a Greater Malison right here in the middle. Hopefully I can hit most of them. Gonna move back a little bit. Let's cast a slow. Also to the middle. And now we're gonna start nuking as usual. So, Dragon's Breath, also on the middle, right on top of Waukeen. And we're gonna get some Horrid Wiltings as well. I think 2 are enough, but let's send 3, because I'm gonna rest either way. Okay, so another one. And just start shooting this guy, I think.
It is of no concern.
Woo! Anybody left? God, I love magic. Okay, so they took some damage from the meteors. We lowered their saving throws. They took a ton of damage here. They got slowed. More damage, killed 4. a bunch more damage, killed 3, and there's only this one guy missing. He's a warlock, but he does seem to have some buffs on him. Warlock, he has stone skin, ghost armor, minor spell deflection. Yeah, you're gonna get murdered, who cares? Okay, my friend, we have improved haste. Say goodnight. There you go.
So be it.
Mm-hmm. I just want to make a note here of something. If I can still find it. Oh, I can't find it, man. God damn it. Because he called me a lesser being. Mm-hmm. Palpatine is goddamn near being a god at this
I
point.
do not care much for being
Okay, so we got some potions. We've got a thingy. More potions. Did this guy have anything of notice? No, he had darts. Normal darts. Okay, so nothing special. Funny enough, Edwin would not be safe because they were not using any kind of magical weapon. These were just normal weapons. But he had stone skins, that's fine. Okay, so, Mr. Herdlees, you picked up some potions and you also picked up the silver hilt. This is a piece of a silver sword, a Vorpal two-handed sword used by the Githyanki and considered holy by them. It is magically sharp and can sever limbs and heads with ease. Cool. If the whole weapon could be found, it could be magically reforged. Wonderful. So I think now we have both pieces. So in the Githyanki wanting to
Order 60.
recover their sword blade, they actually gave me the other component, which I'm not gonna complain about. Okay, so let's speak with Mr. Rybald here.
Rybald Bardaman at your service.
He doesn't seem to have any new options. Yeah, I like to see what you have available. Ah, but this is new. Alright then, you're a good customer and a successful adventurer. Would you rather see my secret stock of items? For only 50 gold, I'll show you the wares. Sure, show me your special wares. Take a look at some of these items. You won't be disappointed. Ah, I forgot something. You won't be disappointed. Okay, so first of all, we can already see that he has some new stuff. We have the Helm of Brilliance. He didn't have it before. A plate plus 5. Chainmail plus 5. Sword plus 4. And then, most importantly, we have some very cool level 9 spells for Mr. Edwin. Yeah, it's mostly for Edwin, but we also have some stuff for Jan, for instance. Now, what I did forget is actually right here, the Nymph Cloak. Because I am not at the maximum discount possible charisma based, but now I am with 21 charisma. My reputation is not that great, so I don't have more of a discount in that regard.
The Adventure Mart's the finest shopping.
But we do have a lot of stuff to sell.
Finest selection, lowest prices, and nary a fancy illustration.
So let's actually start with that. We're at 157,000 gold, so we do have a lot of gold. And we do have a lot of jewelry. So I want to keep one of these, because I'm gonna need at least one for crafting an item with Cromwell. We got a lot of stuff that's not worth a lot of money, but let's also just clear some bag space here. 19 coral gems, Jesus Christ. To think that at a certain point I wanted to drop some of my gem bags because I had a lot. Nope, I had just enough. Yeah, look at this. 34,000 gold just from jewelry. From this one bag. The second bag is also full, although these are not worth nearly as much. Still, 7,500 gold, not bad. And in our final bag, we have some more emeralds, some black opals, 3 more rogue stones, awesome. 1 Zios gem, 14k, we're at 212. And now, we also have some stuff to sell here in our bags of holding. So this can obviously be sold. Buckler +1, Cloak of Protection. This is a spear, so yeah, let's sell it. I don't think I'm ever gonna use this, but let's keep it just for now. Bracers to the Death, I'm not gonna use. Because I have better already. I have AC4 bracers. Now, the Harbinger, honestly... Nah, I'm never gonna use this, so let's just sell it. We have a spear. The Staff of Curing, am I ever gonna use this? Well, if I ever need an emergency cure disease, I guess I can have one. The Blade of Searing. A +3 bastard sword with +1 fire damage. I will never use this. Full plate mail we can sell. 19, what? Ah, it's because it's kind of a cursed item. Okay, so sell this as well. Spear +3, two-handed sword, short sword, and the +3 scimitar. This can all be sold for 34,000. Okay, well, I have a stolen item here somewhere. Which one is it? The Harbinger is stolen? Huh. And the spear is also stolen. Okay, I guess they are. Okay, and from this bag of holding, this is a two-handed sword. Okay. I'm gonna sell 4 two-handed swords +1, 1 long sword +1. I didn't actually identify this katana. I need to do it. And from here, I'm never gonna use the Robe of Red Flames, honestly. Yeah, I'm not gonna use it. Lupine Sling, I'm also not gonna use. I guess if one of my wizards gets permanently killed and I need to pick up Nira, I could give her this. Not happy about it though. And from here... I can sell the full plate. Ah, hard human flesh. I nearly forgot about this. And yeah, okay, I think this is it. So, sell. Now, to pick up some items, we have the Helm of Brilliance here. And what this one does is it gives us a +40% fire resistance buff, protects us against critical hits, and it allows once per day to cast Fireball, kinda sucky, but whatever, Prismatic Spray, I doubt I'll ever use this, and also Sunray once per day. And this I think is the coolest one, right? So I do believe I'm gonna pick this up, and I forgot to read this. It's always cool to read the descriptions on these special items. This helm is made of polished steel and set with diamonds, rubies, and fire opals. The gems glow with internal light, the source of which can only be magical. The helm makes the wearer resistant to fire, as well as giving the wearer some special abilities. These include Fireball, Prismatic Spray, and Sunray. So yeah, this is something I want, definitely. Why is this open? Oh, okay. This plate plus... Oh, it's cursed. Okay, never mind. I think this is just chainmail plus 5. Yeah, it is. We do have a Warblade plus 4. Oh, okay, it's just a plus 4 two-handed sword. I don't think we have any other special weaponry. This is all normal. And now, for the spells, I'm gonna spend some money here. Because Edwin is gonna take Mind Blank. Protection from energy... To be perfectly honest, I don't think that I'm ever gonna use this. Although, I might just keep one available in the spell book, just because it gives us 75% immunity against fire, cold, acid, magic, and electricity, all in one go. So, I think I might take one, even though it's expensive. Power Word Blind, does Jan need it? Yeah, he does. Okay, so we are gonna take also a Power Word Blind. Pierce Shield, we do not need, sorry. Create Bone Guard. I don't think I've ever seen this spell. With the casting of this spell, the wizard calls forth 1d2 Bone Guards. These undead monstrosities appear within spell range and can be commanded to attack the caster's opponents until the spell duration expires or the monster is destroyed. Huh. I'm gonna take one because I've never seen this. Interesting. I also want Spell Trap, I want Spell Strike, I want Shape Change. I want Chain Contingency. You have no room in your bags, but you do not also. Okay. Okay, so let's not be this greedy just yet. Let's take out some of this stuff. Okay, so currently I'm purchasing Mind Blank, Protection from Energy, Bone Guard, Spell Trap, Spell Strike, Shape Change, and the Helm of Brilliance, right? Yeah. Okay, so 32,000 gold, we can afford it. Buy it. And let me just double check. So, Spell Trap, Bone Guard, Blind, Energy, Mind Blank. So Jan, you can purchase. I mean, I kind of want to take a time stop for Jan. But I don't even know if he's gonna get level 9 spells. Okay, so things I definitely want. I definitely want a Spell Strike. I definitely want a Shape Change. I definitely want a Chain Contingency. Black Blade of Disaster is pretty cool. But this would only really be interesting for someone such as a fighter. A fighter mage, sorry. Or if for some pretty much only a fighter mage. I don't think I would ever use this on a pure caster. Also the fact that this sword, even though it's unlikely, because the save is versus death at +4, but you do have a chance of disintegrating one of your enemies. And if you do this, you lose all the items that they have. So it's not really that good. Other than that, it's an awesome spell. Obviously, it counts as it counts as a +5 weapon, deals a bunch of damage. It can drain 4 levels per hit and heal the wielder for 20 hit points. Also, the caster is considered to be a Grand Master in the weapon. So yeah, it's a cool spell. So here we're taking Chain Contingency, Shape Change, Spell Strike, and that's it. So I definitely want these. Let's take them. And if I'm feeling rich, I could also take 1 time stop and 1 chain contingency in case Jan ever gets to level 9 spells. Before that, however, I am gonna take out the katana before I forget. Because I am gonna forget. I still have this. So we can sell it. It's just taking up space. Oh, it's actually a special weapon. It's not just a +2. Okay, cool. So you're gonna sell this. And I want to check if for some reason I have an extra time stop scroll. I doubt it, but you never know. Okay, we have a Horde wilting. Limited wish. No time stop here. No time stop there. Familiar. Last one. Okay, so we have no time stop. So I think I'm actually gonna purchase this because
Make your dreams come true today.
I'm feeling like I have a lot of money. Although the gold does disappear rather quickly. I'm being a bit crazy with this for now. Or right now, I should say. But yeah, I'm gonna take a time stop and a chain contingency. For 24,600 gold. You better be happy, Jan, and you better reach level 9 spells, otherwise I'm gonna kill you. Okay, so we're at 150,000 gold again. I forgot to sell this. Come here, you.
Whereas artisans or hellspawn, I care nay a blot. All that matters is the deal. And
So
my
sell
boss
this
here to
item.
Make one with you.
And let's have Edwin learn some stuff. So, protection from energy. Sure. Create Bone Guard just to see how this works. We're gonna take Mind Blank. This is for Jan. Certainly we're gonna take Spell Trap. We can keep this here. We have a time stop here. This is for Edwin. This is for Edwin. This goes over here. Shape change for Edwin as well. Have your chain contingency, have your shape change, have your spell strike. This can be a new hat for Mr. Jan here. Although, generally I prefer the Gift of Peace for the extra saving throws and more general protections. But if I do need a Sunray, we'll have it here at the ready. And that's it for learning spells, I think. Okay. So, I think this might be a good place to stop. I still have to do some more shopping. There's this lady here that sells some items. I'm gonna check if she has something of interest. And there's also the vendor in the Copper Coronet, in which I do at least have 2 items that I want to purchase for sure. So yeah, this was mostly a shopping episode, although we did deal with Drizzt, we did deal with some crazy Githyanki wild mages. But yeah, we have some stuff to purchase in the next episode. And then, before I forget, because I was forgetting again, I'm gonna go and finish my armor from the Tanner quest in the Humar Hills. And then we'll see what we're gonna do. We're either gonna go and try and find Bodhi, or we're gonna find the Shadow Thieves to speak with them to see if they provide some kind of information or support. Or just check if there's any kind of side quest I haven't done yet. So yeah, as always guys, I want to thank you all for being here in the channel, watching some Baldur's Gate 2 with me. I hope you guys are enjoying this game. If you have any thoughts, any questions, leave a comment. If you want to get notified about future videos coming to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe everyone.